Every year, I try to make an autumn or Halloween themed drawing around the end of October, and alas, that time has come. So today, I'll be making a little fall illustration. Normally, I lean more on the Halloween side. Last year, I made this drawing that you're seeing on screen now, but I don't know. This year, I kind of wanted to make something more centered around the season as a whole, not just the holiday. So I wanted something more fall or autumn based. And yeah, but of course I had to have a little witch in there. I love having my little witches. And yeah, I decided to add a bunch of cats. I think it'd be cute. The idea I had was that we have this witch and she's like magically making the leaves kind of like move around for the kitties to play with. So I imagine this like coven of like black witch cats. That's why they're all the same color. Though I do want to make a version where the cats are all different colors, so like it's just a bunch of cats. I don't know, I like the idea of them being like specifically witch cats. So like always, I started with some thumbnails. That's how I figured out exactly what I wanted, like I guess the composition to be, because I was a little bit stumped on the background. I'm not very experienced with backgrounds, especially like landscapes and stuff, but I knew I wanted it to be in like a fall forest. I wanted these really autumnal colors, and I wanted the leaves to obviously play a big part because the kitties are playing with the leaves. So I ended up with this kind of little background. So I played around with the thumbnails, landed on a sketch or a thumbnail that I liked, a composition that I liked, and then it was time to do the rough sketch, and then I went in with some color planning. And you don't see any of this on screen. The video is long enough as it is. I cannot imagine how long this would be if I did record that. But I will have the quick Procreate, like automatic recording that Procreate does. I'll just have that here so you can still see it. Then I did the line art and flat colors. I did record that, but this video is so long that I just had to cut it. So yeah, you can watch me render this piece. This is a very long video. I mean, the drawing itself took nearly 8 hours, or Procreate has recorded nearly 8 hours of me working on this drawing, and I'm pretty sure it only actually takes into account the time spent like actually drawing, making marks, clicking on buttons on the app. So yeah, it's obviously a long drawing. I've spent a lot of time on this. I've been working on it on and off for a few weeks now. Some parts of the video were corrupted. I don't know if I was just screen recording for too long, because I draw this on Procreate on my iPad, and then I'm screen recording. That's how you're watching this. I screen record as I'm drawing. But I think my iPad was like, it was overheating. It was draining its charge very fast, because a lot of this was drawn at my university, and I would just, sit there, screen record, and work on this. And then I'd take a little break after half an hour, 40 minutes, and then my iPad has been drained to like 40 to 50% of its charge, and then it would like be really hot to the touch. And as I was editing this video later, some parts were just like, I don't know if they just get corrupted or what, but the footage, like, I don't know, they look more like stills. Like, it'll just stop recording and like it'll pause somewhere, and then like maybe like 5 minutes later it's showing something else, but it's still just a still image. And then maybe like 8 minutes after that it'll move and it's a different, like it's not actually recording. I don't know, it does it every now and then, but I think it's just because I've been screen recording and drawing for too long, and it's just... So this is a long video despite some parts being fully corrupted and having me to just take them out. I took away some parts that were like just repetitive, like with the cats. I was just kind of doing the same thing with every cat. So when I was coloring them, like you just don't need to see me work on every cat because the process is the same. This video is obviously sped up. You don't see any of the sketching or the planning. Like I said, it was nearly 8 hours of work. So despite all that, this is such a long video. I can't believe it. I probably had multiple hours worth of footage that I was speeding up and like editing. So let me know if this is just too long for you guys. Let me know if this is a decent time for an illustration video. I don't know. Let me know what you guys would like. To the drawing itself, the one thing I wanted to keep in mind from the beginning was texture. That's something that I've been talking about a lot in my like digital drawing videos. I am trying to implement more texture in my drawings. I think it just makes them look, they look more visually interesting. Like there's just more to like catch your eye on, there's more to actually see. This, I feel like it's more detailed that way, and I think it makes it look makes it look more like an art piece and less like just a digital drawing. Does that make sense? It's not overly smooth. It almost feels like, say, the art style of like Spider-Verse is so, or like the Spider-Verse movies is so like distinct and so visually interesting versus like a normal 3D animated Disney movie, which is like overly smooth and perfect and like same face syndrome and stuff like that. And then now with AI as well, it has a tendency to make things look like overly perfect, overly smooth, and I just don't really like the look. I think the texture, I don't know, I think it brings life to a piece. So I really like the pencil or crayon texture in these drawings, so I was trying to use more like scratchy brushes, so I mainly relied on these like really scratchy textured brushes. And if anyone is wondering what these brushes are, I know a lot of people tend to ask. Let me just find them. It's a free pack. I've downloaded this, and it's called the Jinx Sketch Basics. So I like using the thin ink, round render, and sharp render brushes. I think I used a lot of soft chalk as well in this one. I think it was mostly thin ink, round render, and soft chalk. So these were the brushes I mainly used for this piece. Those are my favorite brushes to use, hands down. It's a free pack, just Google them, you can download them. Love these brushes. So I think I did a pretty good job at keeping the texture. It's kind of hard to tell because I'm obviously working on this drawing zoomed in, and obviously the texture is going to be really obvious then. I obviously want the texture to be visible when you're just like scrolling online and you just come across the drawing, just because it's obvious to me working on it when I'm zoomed in and up close. Like, I actually want it to be obvious, say if it were to be printed out and stuff like that. So that's something to keep in mind. Aesthetic wise, I feel like I was going for more of a storybook, children's book kind of vibe. I have a very simplified character because I wanted to focus more on the overall like mood and atmosphere of this drawing. I wanted to focus on these very autumnal colors, and I wanted to tell more of a story or a narrative with these cats playing with these leaves. So I didn't want the focus to be on this like detailed, interesting witch character. Like, she's not the focus here. And yeah, I kind of like this. I know I haven't been posting or uploading very much lately. I've been so busy. I am in my final year of my bachelor. I am studying illustration at university in London. As a final year, I'm feeling it. It's very busy. I shouldn't even be working on this, to be honest. Like, I should be focusing on my projects. We just finished our first project of our third year, so I just got briefed on our new project like a week ago. I've had this week to work on it, despite the fact that I haven't done anything for it because I've been working on this. We have a very short deadline for a lot of work to be done in this one project, and we also have 2 other project deadlines coming up, like in our other like classes or modules, I think they call it here. So yeah, I've been very busy, a tad bit stressed, hence the smaller amount of posts and uploads. But now that I've finished this drawing, hopefully I can then milk it for content for a little bit. I can obviously keep recording my projects for content. I haven't shown my first project yet, but I do want to make a video about that. On top of that, I've had work stuff. I do also work for the university. I'm a course ambassador, so there were some like open days and like fairs and stuff that I had to attend. And yeah, I've had a busy weekend as well. I had a movie night with my sister like 2 nights ago. 1 night ago, I guess. I don't know. I went bowling with my friends last night. That's why my voice is not great today. I am praying that is not a disease thing, because everyone and their mother has been sick. Everyone I know has been sick, except for me. Like, ever since I first started back at school, I think the freshers flu has been going around, so my entire class was like wiped out. My tutor was gone for like a month. Hopefully that's not a disease thing. I had to yell a lot at bowling yesterday because it was very packed and very loud, so that my friends could actually hear me. I was like yelling all night. Now my throat hurts, and I am going to keep telling myself that is the only reason why, because I cannot afford to be sick right now. And yeah, I spent some days at my boyfriend's place earlier this week. I'll be going back for Halloween next weekend. Oh my god, it's just been busy. It's so nice to have a day off today. Well, I say day off, but I do have to grind to get this video out because I am working on this the day it's supposed to be out. And yeah, I really need to start doing some more project stuff. That's just been my life lately. So what are your guys' plans for Halloween? Back when I lived in Norway, I would have an annual like Halloween girls' night with my friends. I'd do a lot of baking, like Halloween baking. We would decorate for Halloween. Everyone would, dress up for Halloween. And it was one of my favorite times of year. I loved doing that. I miss my girls' nights so much, especially the Halloween one. I miss my annual Halloween girls' night. Obviously, I'm not in the country. I can't do it. And even if I was there, all my friends are away as well. Like, we're all studying. So, sad life. But yeah, I'll be heading to my boyfriend's on Halloween, and we shall watch a Halloween movie and eat some snacks. So that's my plans. What are you guys doing? Also, what are your guys' favorite like Halloween stuff? I feel like there's so many great Christmas movies and Christmas songs and just Christmas media, but not a lot for Halloween. And what does exist for Halloween, I feel like is like 20 years old, because like the only actual Halloween movies I can think of other than horror movies, but horror movies I don't see as necessarily a Halloween thing unless it's like the Halloween movies, you know, because they take place during Halloween. But like the only Halloween things I can think of is like The Nightmare Before Christmas, which is also kind of a Christmas movie, you know? Again, like 20 years old. I don't know how old it is, but I think it's old. And then I know that there's a movie called Hocus Pocus. I've never seen it, but that too is like as old as I am. God, are there any other like just like Halloween movies? I don't know. Let me know if you guys know of any, because like I need some good ones. I don't know what to watch that isn't like a horror movie. Not that I mind horror movies, but I want the Halloween vibe. But I feel like there's so few things that actually give it. Same with Halloween songs. Let me know if you guys have any good Halloween songs. I'm listening to that Dracula song lately. That's been like my fall or my Halloween song. Since we spoke a little bit about Halloween, I feel like I should talk about fall as well. I love fall. Such pretty colors. I love the colors of the leaves. I love the whole aesthetic. I love pumpkin spice. I love warm drinks. I think that fall outfits are so cute. We're nearing scarf weather. I love reading, and I feel like fall is like the time for reading, and it just feels like the start of cozy season for me, and I love everything even remotely cozy, and I feel like it's so easy to romanticize life around fall. I don't know, I love it. All the best holidays are coming up as well. I have plenty of things to love with all the seasons, so I'm excited for whatever next season is around the corner, no matter what time of year it is. I definitely feel like fall and winter is more like the cozy seasons, so I do look forward to that a lot. Some of the things I've been up to lately, because I don't think I've actually spoken about this for a long time now. I did finish King of Scars a few weeks back. I've been working on Rule of Wolves. I'm so close to finishing it. I think I have less than 50 pages left, so I will be finishing it soon, but I really only read it when I'm out on the go. Like I read it on the bus and on the train and stuff. I finished Kiss of Deception, so I will be starting the second book. Unfortunately, I forgot my Kindle at my boyfriend's place, so for me it's a Kindle book, so I can't read the next book. I actually can't remember what the next one's called. I am technically still working on Alchemized. I haven't actually read it for a while. I have to be in the right mind space for that book because it's really dark. Like I don't know, it makes me really sad. So I don't really want to read it before going to bed. And since it's such a big book, I don't bring it with me. Like I don't read it when I travel, which is when I do most of my reading, and I don't bring it to like my boyfriend's or anything because it's just such a thick book. I'm just not gonna put that in my bag. So I only read that in the apartment. And I also briefly started The Nothing Man on my Kindle, which I still don't have at the moment. Those are the books I've been working on. For games, earlier in the month, I was playing Supermarket Together with my boyfriend. We also played Dredge, though that's not a multiplayer game. Dredge is this like indie game that I just bought for the Switch. Like, you know, it was nice. I started playing Honkai Star Rail. I know it's insane that I've never tried it before since I've been playing Genshin Impact since release and Infinity Nikki since release. So it's kind of weird that I haven't played it before, but I did start playing it because my sister started playing it, and she told me that they were collaborating with Fate. So you can actually get like Saber and Archer, and I was like, whoa, that's sick. I need that. So started playing that a little bit. Of course, I haven't had much time to play anything. I haven't had much time to play or read anything because I've been so busy lately. But hopefully I can have some time these next few days. I did play a little bit of Fortnite because they came out with that K-pop Demon Hunters like collaboration, I guess. So I now have the Zoe skin. I've never bought a skin before. I did not pay for this, by the way. I happen to have whatever form of currency they have in the game. So I'm now Zoe. My boyfriend is Ruby. And we were doing that like demon rush thing that they were doing. I have briefly played a little bit of Cult of the Lamb. I played it before, but I wanted to restart it on my Switch. And whenever I'm like on call with my friends or something and I want to do something, I just kind of like whip it out a little bit. Other than that, me and my partner have started playing Slime Rancher 2. Again, not a multiplayer game. We did try out a multiplayer like mod for it, but then we decided that we didn't want to risk like either of us missing out on anything by playing it together for the first time. So we're just playing it single player, but together, which is normally what we do anyway with games, single player. But like we play it on call or next to each other, so it's like we're playing together. And yeah, I'm really enjoying Slime Rancher 2. I really enjoyed the first game, and I'm really enjoying the second game as well. Perfect cozy games. I love the vibes. And then I tried out Hades. I don't know if that's quite a game for me. Like, I love the aesthetic. I'm interested in the story, the art, you know, like so many aspects of the game, but I don't like the whole concept of like, to me it's too repetitive. I don't know, because it's like a dungeon crawler-esque game. I think there's a word for it. I can't remember what it is, but like basically you go in, you do the same thing again and again, and if you die, you restart. You know, like I don't love that kind of thing. It's a very grindy game, so I'm not sure if that's quite for me, but I do appreciate the aesthetic, the vibes. You know, me as a Percy Jackson fan, I'm like, oh, I know that character. Of course, it's not a character. It's it's an actual like Greek god. Like it's just Greek mythology, isn't it? But and then to more TV stuff, which is always my shortest category. I did finish season 1 of Dan to Dan. I started season 2. I have not seen anything in like a month, maybe. I have not had time to watch anything either. I did see the first Spider-Verse movie. The second one doesn't appear to be on any like streaming platforms or whatever, so I don't know when I can watch it, where I could watch it. But I did watch the first one, and I'm very shocked that I haven't seen it earlier. Because I really love these more like artistic types of animation that's coming out. I love K-pop Demon Hunters. I loved Arcane. I loved the new Puss in Boots movie. That one too was like really artistic. I can't believe I haven't seen it. I feel like it's the most like artistically different and like really, I don't know, it really pushes the boundaries of animation. But yeah, I really enjoyed that movie. It was really good. And then for my movie night with my sister, we kind of just binged New Girl. Seen it a million times before, but I'll always watch it again. And yeah, those are the things that I have been up to lately. Again, I'm sorry if I sound a little off. My throat is hurting. Please God, don't let me be sick. Hopefully it's just from the bowling last night. And I'm so tired on top of that. I slept for like 11 hours straight. I always wake up. I sleep terribly. My sleep hygiene is horrendous. Like, I've just always been like that. I'm a very light sleeper. I wake up a lot. I slept for 11 hours last night continuously. I didn't sleep very well for the movie night because my sister stayed the night. I must have gotten 3 hours of sleep. I just could not sleep that night. So that's, sleep debt, I guess. I don't know, I feel more tired now after the 11 hours. I want to sleep more. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what your favorite Halloween stuff is. I would love recommendations. Let me know your thoughts on fall. And yeah, if anyone can think of a name for this drawing, I'd appreciate that. I'm terrible at naming these. So I've just been calling it Fall Cats, but it's kind of boring, But I'm terrible with it. I'll try to brainstorm a little bit today. If you guys have any ideas, then let me know. If you guys like these types of videos, let me know. If it's too long, also let me know. But yeah, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys next Sunday.